to the 25. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Nate Gary. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick-6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game, getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled it to 20.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
13.
First carry for Raheem Mostert. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 19-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Hey, Mike 52. Here it comes. Check. 65. Switch it.
Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
A gain of a yard makes it 3rd and 11.
52. Let's go. Hey, gun. 52 is the mic right here over there, right? 52 is the mic. Let's go, baby. They turn it on. Get that ball.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line.
1st and 10.
They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Akello Witherspoon, really good coverage from the Colorado man, getting a hand in on it. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's the option. And they'll get this out quickly to Goodwin. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Touchdown
from 19 yards away. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. But early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, and we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
On 2nd down, Mostert, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
Here we go. 180! Where's 52? I got you. 52's the mic. Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me. 11.
From the gun on third, Garoppolo. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. The sack there by Brandon Graham, coming in and bringing him down to the ground. So on fourth down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowski to punt this one away. Here comes Rager. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kwan Williams. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. They've got a pretty comfortable lead right now, but maybe a little too careless with the football that time for the rookie.
I think the key word there is comfortable, and there's two schools of thought on it. With that type of a lead, maybe you can take a few more chances because you have a cushion. Others will tell you, don't eat up the cushion with careless play. He'll learn to ride that line as he moves on in his career.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. This is Moser. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
Mostert, the ball carrier.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 12.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. 4th down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Offense set to begin their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Touchdown,
Marquise Goodwin with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. And he puts it through.
Makes the score Eagles 21, 49ers 3. Jake Elliott.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over 1st and 10. at their own 19-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Switch! Lock! SOS! Check! Hey, gun!
Now Mostert. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter. The Niners on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. Fletcher Cox picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
They run the option on 2nd down. A quick throw into the hands of Rager. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
A pickup of 2 yards.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10. A quick throw complete into the flat out left. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 49ers' 35-yard line.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Flush to his right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
They're going option play on 3rd down. Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Marquise Goodwin on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Eagles add on to their lead. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon. And we see James. He will now return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
Then they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before and realize it hasn't worked.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
No, check that.
Looking to throw again on second down. Garoppolo. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Fletcher Cox getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. And he's going to go down again. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on to kick it away. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Their own 16-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about.
At the 17-yard line.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Deep ball for Goodwin. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question, because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
We got 3. I got 11.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. Now Garoppolo is in trouble, and down he goes. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Come on, 21. 65. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Shoot.
There's Garoppolo to throw. That's complete to his receiver, Ayuk. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
2nd and inches. At the 29-yard line.
Sanders here as they run out of the gun. Sanders has the first down and much more. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
18 on the play. First down, Eagles.
Here's Hurts to throw. Steps away to his left. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, Defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of him, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Third down.
57. I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
Hurts. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down. On fourth down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. Back deep, Trent Taylor. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. Fielded in the end zone. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback.
Let's go.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll start with a handoff to Sanders. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up
another run with Sanders.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Sanders on first down with a little bit of space as he works his way forward. A gain of 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
It's now
throwing his Hurts. Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. He's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
The ball carrier, Kawan Williams, made the tackle. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 50-yard line.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
The ball carrier.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, a nice, consistent gain.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second-half blowout material. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. Not much there, only a yard. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
At the Niners' 40-yard line.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10.
Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
First down, Philadelphia.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen for Clement. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
At the 13-yard line.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Marquise Goodwin there to make the grab. And the Eagles continue to roll. And with the rules as touchy as they can be, it's so hard to complete a diving catch in the end zone, but he just did it pretty well.
How about him getting his body, his hands, everything underneath and around the football without it hitting the ground and causing some doubt in the minds of the people who have to look at this and possibly review it. What a tremendous effort and a great catch.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's third down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. To throw is Garoppolo. And this is going to be incomplete.
Intended for Brandon Ayuk.
Here comes the 49ers punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this returnable for Rager. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, "Why didn't you do that?" And they all looked at me and said, "We just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through." Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Eagles first down.
They go play action with Hurts. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Jalen Rager was the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
Looks like they went for the combo play there. A nice ample gain on the ground on the previous play. Going for the big shot on that one unsuccessfully.
Second down. Here's Hurts. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. The Eagles on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A rough go there on third down, a loss of 4.
4 yards.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And it is incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 37. He'll throw from the gun. Oh, they intercept Garoppolo for the 3rd time. Darius Slay with a pick. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Deep ball for Goodwin. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman, and he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 38. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Jake Elliott on for the point after.
That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead will swell by one more.
Kickoff for Philadelphia.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll look to Mostert to start things out. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
And this one is incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
Now Garoppolo. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here comes the 49ers punter now. He's been terrific so far. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And possession will switch hands 1st and 10.
Their own 44-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the 4th quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says? Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. And they'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. That's out to the left and complete. 20! And finally out of bounds down near the 10-yard line. That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes. But receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Jalen Reagor was the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Hurts. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Jalen Reagor. Touchdown.
He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. fielded near the back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Once again, it's Mostert. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for first.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Watch twins. Watch twins. Check three. Check three. Hey, gun.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
21. Check 99. Check 99. Kill.
On third down, here comes Mostert. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
It's fourth down.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, standing just outside his own goal line.
Jalen Rager on the return. The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Play action. Here's Hurts. This ball complete to Rager. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Deep ball for Goodwin. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
Jimmy Ward there defensively.
Here we go. Kill. 18,
That one looks like he'll throw here. Hurts fumbles it. But I believe it was covered by an Eagle. It was. And Philadelphia is going to hold on to the football.
By the offense.
On third down, they're going to go with the option. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over.
49.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.